If you remember, in one piece on the previous record, you heard another woodwind instrument accompanying the oboe. This was the piece. Over the hills and far away, and I hope that you were able to sing it. You could hear two tunes, couldn't you? One at the top and one below it. Let us listen now just to that lower tune. It is a very simple one because it does not use many different notes, only mi and re, and then an up and down scale, and finally some more mi and re. A little later on, I would like you to sing that tune. Then maybe some of you could sing it again, while the rest of you sing the top tune, Over the Hills and Far Away. The clarinet, which has a single strip of bamboo or reed, has a beautiful, round, singing tone. It is also very expressive. Doesn't that make you want to sing? Some of the most popular songs of long ago were collected together and put into a theatre piece which was called The Beggar's Opera. One of these was Over the Hills and Far Away. Listen now as the clarinet with the piano plays another of the songs from The Beggar's Opera. This one is called The Bonny Grey-Eyed Morn. At the end, the piano took over the tune so that the clarinet could show you something of its wide range, and also how agile it can be. In child education, there is a picture of the clarinet. There is also a picture of the bigger bass clarinet. Because it is bigger, the bass clarinet plays lower notes, and sometimes they sound very strange. The bass clarinet is often used by composers when they want to make our flesh creep. But in its own way, it can be quite good-natured and, like the bassoon, even humorous. Do notice how it picks up the first notes of the tune as though those are the only ones that it can remember? It is about 200 years since the clarinet came into the orchestra. It was made popular in England by some German composers who lived here. These composers were employed by the king of that time, who happened to be very fond of marches. Marches needed wind instruments, and both the clarinet and the oboe were kept hard at work, like this. The composer of that piece was Charles Frederick Abel, whom we should remember gratefully, for he was the first to organize public concerts. By doing so, he gave many more people the chance to hear the instruments of the orchestra.